drop a like and do share. Leave your comments and do not forget to subscribe for more videos.
Hello and welcome to Edupedia World.
Welcome to SAP UI5 training session. In this session, we will see a split app with one detail page. So how the split app will work? In this normally a Fiori-like template, we have a split app, master and detail page. And how the full page is divided into master and detail page, that we will be seeing it now. Usually a Fiori-like template always have a master and detail page. But when we talk about Fiori like template, we have a master and detail as well as a full page template. So whenever we see in future Fiori templates, so it will be a full page or master detail page. So first in this session we'll be seeing a full page, and after that we'll be seeing a split app with one detail page. So for that I'll be closing all, and in this I'm going to create a new project. So that will be a Fiori like template other, and you have to open a new application. Next you can name it as my Fiori app. It's already existing, so you can change it to new one. My Fiori app 2, and then don't create any initial view, just say finish, and it is M controller, so let's say finish. Now this by default Index.html will open, just close it and then go to the examples which I have shared. So in this I'll go to 0. So on this Control C, and I'm going to paste it inside the web content folder. So inside this I have to paste it. So S2 all. Once it's done, what I do is I'll be running the project. So how I run the project? It's Control right click, right click, and once you right click, new, and then not new, run on server, and you can say finish. So once you say finish, restart the server. Okay, then it will restart the server. And we can check the server status. So server status is stopping, and it will synchronize. Yeah, it's already existing, it says. So such kind of issues, what we do is we will clean it, and then we'll try to open it, because when we clean, the cookies will be cleaned. So Fiori app 2 is already loaded, and just we have to restart the server. Right click, start it. If it doesn't start once again, then we can do one thing. Yeah, it is starting. Server template. So you have to go to servers. Yeah, started. And then we'll copy this and we'll go to browser, and we're gonna say my Fiori app 2. So this is a master page. So once you click on this master page, a detail page comes. When you go back, there's a full screen. This is a full screen app. So how this page comes, we will be seeing. So always any SAP UI5 application, it starts with index.html. So once you click index.html, so here we are giving a doc type, that is one version of this HTML, and we are taking HTML and head in this we have header information. So my Fiori app 0 is the title, which will be shown in the browser. And then we have taken a script. So inside this script we have ID, src and theme which we are using, and SAP UI libraries. What we have used is sap.m, and data it's -sap-ui-resource routes. So in this resource routes we will be including SAP UI demo.myfiori, the name, and it will be a web content, and we will be closing the script. And this script, in the script we have a new SAP UI core.component container. So inside this component container we have a name, which means it will search in SAP UI demo.myfiori. So that is nothing but a web content. Inside this web content it will search for component.js, and you will be placing it at content. So this is what this 2 lines of code is written, and then this will be placed in the content. This ID and this ID should match, and it will be placed in the body. So script and component.js. Now the application will go to component.js. So once it go to component.js, we have to declare the file name. So how do we declare? It is jquery.sap.declare, and then we are extending the UI component. So how we are extending the UI component? It is SAP UI core.UI component.extend. So once you do this, inside this you will be giving ID SAP UI demo.myfiori.component. So inside this create function, and you will be in this create content you will be using a split app view. So you are instantiating a view, that is SAP UI view, and you are giving an ID, that is app, and view name you are giving, and view name will be SAP UI demo.myfiori.view.app. So to this app we are adding a JS view, and then in this JS you are adding a view data, so that is this. So this total component you are sending it to this particular view in the object called view data, and then you are assigning a model, that is mock.json, because we are using locally. So oview.set model, and you're going to return oview. This will return oview. So SAP UI demo.myfiori.view.app. So it will go to this particular folder, view. This is web content and dot view. So inside this web content it will search for view, and inside the view we have app view.js, because the type is mentioned here JS. So it will go to app view.js. Once you click it, the app view.js will open. So once it opens, it is SAP UI.js view, and inside that we have SAP UI demo.myfiori.view.app, and inside that we have given a get controller. So which controller need to be used? So SAP UI demo.myfiori.view.app, and when you create content, inside this we have this dot set display block true. So that means like in desktop we don't want to show two scroll bars. That is the reason. To avoid that scroll bar, we will be using set display block true. So when we have create app, so when you don't say a display block true, when you say false, when you run your application F12 and you run your application, see here, have you seen, see when I do F12, you'll be seeing two bars. See, one is in UI and one is in normal. These are the two bars. So you just wanted to avoid it. So that's the reason you'll be doing it true. I'm going to refresh this once again. See, now only one. So this is how you do it for set display block true. And then you'll be creating an app. So this dot app equal to new SAP m dot app. This is how we create app. And then this app is where a master equal to SAP UI XML view, and the view whatever you have given, it will be dot get controller. So here you are taking an instantiation of master, initiating the master view, and to that controller, to that master controller, you'll be assigning this dot get controller. And then you are adding the master page to this app. How you do it? With add page. And to this add page, inside that you will be saying master comma true. So master is nothing but your view, and by default is true. So by default, whenever you open app, so by default the master page will be displayed. And when you have a detail page, then SAP UI XML view, inside that detail page, SAP UI demo dot my Fiori, SAP UI dot XML inside this detail, and SAP UI demo dot my Fiori dot view dot detail, and to this detail I'm getting a controller of this detail and putting an app equal to this dot get controller. And again we are adding a page, detail page, and this returns the app. And now it will go to master controller, master view. So in this master view, we have taken a normal page with the controller name master controller, view.master, and namespace we have given sap.m, and xmlns :core equal to sap.ui.core. So this means we have included the namespaces and given the controller name, and page we are getting the title, and then we are listing it. So listing it with a list control. So items is an aggregation for the list, and see, and slash sales order will give you the list of this model, whatever the model is binded. Inside that, if it is a sales order, then this entity set will be repeated with the standard list item. Standard list item is always type active because you want to bold the standard list item. So when you press the standard list item, it will go to the handle list press event and it will do some operation. And we are also including the title of this. The title is SOID. And this is a simple master page and it has a controller. And whenever you press this, it will go to detail page. So this is how you get the context, and you are sending the context to the nav2 and detail. So context, how you get it, event.getSource. So event.getSource is a name and parent. This control source, you'll be getting it, and you'll be getting a get binding context of that whenever you click, and this context will be sent to the detail page. And now it will go to the detail view.xml. It's already binded, so inside the data, whatever it is, it will be binding it like this. SOID gross amount like this. And how the detail page will be written, same way how the XML view, this is XML view. So controller name we will be giving, so separate controller called detail, SAP UI demo.myfiori.view, that means in the web content inside the view detail page. So XMLNS.m, it's a default namespace SAP.m, and then there is a core, that is a XMLNS. So that means the namespace is core. So how do it is sap.ui.core. So again including this page. So inside this page we have title. So title is equal to detail page, and whenever we open this detail page, navigated, and there is a back button. So show nav back true. So when you say this, the back button will be displayed, and when you click the nav button, so handle nav button press will be called. So inside this we have taken VBox, just we are displaying the text. So SOID gross amount created by business partner, the sales order whoever created his business partner, and then it will go to a detail controller. So once it goes to detail controller, and once it goes to detail controller, it will check if you press a back button, so this function will be called. So how to go to the previous page, that is new, this nav dot back button, and you will give the master detail, master page ID, that is master. So this is how navigation works plus m.app. So simply what we have done in this is we have taken a simple m.app. Inside this we have called a map app.js, and we have set the model. So inside this model we have mock.json. So this mock.json is been called, this is an entity set. We have a set of information inside this, like SOID, approval status, confirmation status, billing status, and ordering status description, etc. we have. So we are making use of this JSON data inside our application. So that's the reason in the binding component.js we have used a model, and we have binded the model to enter this view app. So this .view.js, what we have done is we have taken a simple m.app. So when we have taken simple m.app, so inside that app we have master and detail page. This means it is a full screen. This is how you write it for the full screen app. So master equal to, and you have taken a XML file, that is master. So how it is called, it will check SAPUI demo.myfiori.view.master. So whenever you instantiate a view, first you will be giving a ID like master. To this ID you will be always naming it whenever you have nav back or nav to. So this holds this particular view. This master name will hold this particular view. That is what this line means. And then master.getController. So I'm getting the controller of this master page, and I'm going to put a nav object to this controller. And then what I'm trying to do is I'm adding a page that is master, and by default we are saying it is true. And similarly we are doing it for the detail page. So detail page, similarly we are holding a name, and then we are doing SAPUI.demo.myfiori.view.detail page. And to this detail page we have an app, and this dot get controller. And to this get controller we are doing this dot add page. In this detail page we have SAPUI.xml data, and this is how we are going to return this dot app. So in this master page we have taken controllers, is master only, and we have taken a header information, that is nothing but SOID name, that we'll see in the master view.xml. So what we are trying to display, the master page. So in this we are displaying a list, master list we are displaying with this by using this type of controls, standard list item and list. And then in this detail page we are using a detail view.xml box we have used control to display. So we'll go here and we'll do F12 as SAPUI.core is not found. That's alright. So I'm going to refresh this. So once I refresh the network, we'll see our files are loaded. So detail view.dot is also loaded, but only this app will be displayed. So once I click on this, then it will navigate to the detail page. Then when I go back, this page will come, and when I click on file, yeah, it will go like this. It happens. Now this is a full screen app. So now how we're gonna do it for the split app? That is we're gonna see now. So the difference will be this component.js view util and etc. So in this component.js we'll be calling app view.js. So in this app controller we'll have a change. So once again, I forgot to show you the mobile view. We'll see the mobile view first, and then we'll be seeing how the split app works from the app, m.app, how we do. So what you're gonna do is you have to do F12. Once you do F12, you have to go to your resources and profiles. This is how you see all the detail options and elements, sources, console. These are the Chrome devices. So there will be a mobile option in Google Chrome, toggle device mode. So you have to click here. Once you click here, and you can choose your devices here. I want to choose a device Apple iPhone 4, and I want to, this is the size of the Apple iPhone 4, and here you have to refresh the URL. Once you refresh the URL, this is how it is shown in the Apple phone, iPhone 4. See, this is a touch. This is touch. And then once you click on this will open detail page, and once you click, this will open. So this is how it is in the Apple. So similarly you can have it for the Nexus phone or Google Chrome, Google Nexus 4, Google Nexus 7. Want to check? This is Google Nexus 7. So I'm going to refresh this. Once you refresh, this will be refreshed. This is how it is. Index is 7. So this is how it is, and once you click on this particular button, it is going to master controller. So inside this master controller we have handle, list, item, press. So it is going there. So once you click on there, once you put a breakpoint, and once you click on the master page, then it will go to here, and then you can go to the next page and have to get the context of that. It should be a 4, right? So if it is a fourth element, it should be 3 in an array / sales order collection /3. And now next is, it will be navigating to detail page. So how we're going to do is this.nav.to, and inside this we will be giving a detail page, and this controller will be called, and here it goes. And similarly, when we go to detail controller and we have nav2, so whenever we press on this particular black button, that time this function is called. So this function is called how we have given the name there, and this is handle nav split in. So once you click on this, it will come here, and this .nav.back of master will be displayed. Your master page will be displayed. Yeah. This is how the navigation works. Now this is a full app. So once you want to do a full page app, that is, you have to use m.app. And now I'm going to use split app, and I'm going to see what is the difference in this. So how to remove this mobile mode? Here again you have to press the toggle button, and you have to refresh your page. And close it, and we'll go here. I will change the app to split app. Split app. This is the only, sorry, not here, in the app.js. app.js, m.app to m.split app. We'll change, and we'll see how the application work. See, split app means it will split the app into 2. So this is how the split app works. So m.app, whenever you use, that is a full page. When you do a split app, then it will divide your app into 2 parts. So one is master, another one is detail. So once you click on this, your page will come. This is how app and split app works. So similarly, you can have a search function, you can have a different things, different controllers. So usually in Fiori applications, we'll be having a object header over here, and the same header will be carried here, and the Fiori looks will be different. So that we'll be seeing in the next example when we talk about master page and detail pages. So if it's this is one detail page. If this detail page has 2 more detail pages, that time how you going to navigate it. So that we'll be seeing when we talk about 2 detail pages and 1 master page. This is how split app is about. So it will split your app into 2. What changes have done? App changes nothing. It exactly the same as app, just I have changed the app control to split app control, and both have a similar behavior, and just the UI changes, it will split the view, that's it. And the add page and everything is one and the same. So that helps actually. So this is how master page, and then we are getting the controller of this master, and we are navigating to that. So this .get controller, that controller gets the instance and it will be quad. And then this dot app, that means split app key. Now it will add the master comma true. So usually whenever we take split app, it's always recommended to take a shell, because the shell stores more information. So in this index.html, we'll be taking m.shell. Yeah, before taking shell, we'll see the mobile view of this particular page, F12, and toggle button, and then I'm going to change it to Apple 4 or 5, and then I'm going to refresh this page. Once I refresh, see the list is coming. Once I click the list, that's coming. This page is coming. When I go back, this comes. And if you want, we can check the new code, whether our code is updated or not. How do you check? Go to view, app.view.js. Inside this app.view.js, we have used split app. So again, we'll be reverting back. So just we have to go here and we have to refresh. And then that's it. So how do we gonna include that shell? So in that this folder will be created for you. So in this component.js, so in this index.html, we'll be putting this app, this component controller in a shell. So how do you gonna? You're gonna copy this and you're gonna paste it there. So here this controller. New, we have used SAP UI component controller, and then you have given name, right? So we have to just give this. This how in this app we'll be giving this. So we can make use of this code and paste it there. So usually in the split app we'll be giving like this. So we'll be using m.shell, and in this app we'll be giving the controller name SAP UI.controller demo content. We'll give like this and we'll save it, and we'll run our code and we'll see. See, have you seen the difference? Have you seen the difference when I put the shell? So the app is inside the shell now. So see this page, see it comes into the middle now. The shell split app will come inside the shell, so the page will be split app. Clear? So we'll go here. So because of we have used shell, and your page will be properly aligned in the middle, your app, split app. So if you don't want to use the shell, then it will be a full page that time. You can do an app also inside this. We'll change it to app and then run your application. So changes may not be changed. Now I'm going to see this how when you use split app, your full page app will come in the middle. Now what I'm going to do is, now I'm going to make one more change. That will be the end of this session. So I'm going to have a split app only, and I'm going to load resources from the external source. So how we're going to do it? I'm going to use this SDK and I'm going to paste it here. So this is http SAPUI5 netviewer-on-demand.com.sdk. So I'm going to save it. It is synchronized, and I'm going to refresh my page. So once I refresh this page, this will change. The view will be changed. See, here you will be seeing a different view, right? Now the latest version has a different UI, little slightly modified. See, this is how the new UI is, new version. So slightly modified. So when you click on this appears. Click on this appears like this. Okay, this is all about a split app with one detail page. So this is how we have done it. So basically what we have done, we have started with index.html. Index.html, we have used m.shell, and then this app we have given a Fiori reference that my component exists in this particular Fiori. So now, without using this shell, how the split app works, we'll see. Because we have already seen, but with the new version, we'll be checking. Okay. Now, we'll save it, and we have to add the new resource, external resource. So I have pasted it. Yeah, and then I'm saving it, and now. So because of the shell only, this appears. This, whatever you are seeing, the gap, right? That appears due to the shell. Now without that, it acts as a full page one. Now, once you refresh, without shell, we are seeing now. See, without shell, how it is? It is taking full app. So 1 and 2, like this. So we have to use m.shell so that it will be aligned properly. So there's a one. I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste it here. Okay, now I'm going to refresh. It is republished, synchronized, and I'm going to refresh again. Press F12, and it's always good to use like this hard reset. Once it is hard reset, this will load it, because it is loading from the external resource. That is why it is taking some time. Yeah, this is how the split app is. Even when you see a Fiori launchpad or etc., you will be seeing this kind of screen only, the blue color and the background, and this is how. This is the latest version of Fiori kind of template. Okay, now you know how to, when to use m.app and when to use split app. So this is all about the session, and thank you for listening. And in the next session, we'll be seeing with 2 detail pages, split app with 2 detail pages.
Thank you for watching Edupedia World. Stay tuned for more videos.